thank you for joining us on the Office Pool. Remember, hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, and remember to like us on Facebook and Instagram at _Office Pool. Let's get busy. All right, let's get into it. I chose the Jets to win this Battle of New York. A tough time for Tyrod Taylor. He only went 4 for 7 for 8 yards before he got injured. Had to be taken out of the game. Luckily for the Giants, Daniel Jones will be back next week. Saquon Barkley had 36 carries for 128 yards. Not a bad game. Hey, anytime the Giants get Saquon Barkley over 100 yards, they have a chance to win. However, that's not the case. Let's look at the footage. Zach Wilson starting from his own 39-yard line, trying to get his Jets into field goal range in overtime. Tied 10-10 with 7 and some change left on the clock. 3rd and 10, pass complete, and there's a flag. Looks like it's going to be a defensive penalty against the Jets. Maybe holding, don't know, don't care. Zach Wilson gets another chance. Looks like he's going deep. We're going for the touchdown. It's going to be pass interference on Anderson. What did I do? You didn't look back for the ball. Anyway, gets the Jets in a perfect position for a field goal from Greg Zuerlein. The Jets are looking pretty on the 15-yard line for a 35-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and it's good. The Jets win the Battle of New York over the Giants. Final score 13-10, New York Jets. Next game, Jacksonville Jaguars at Pittsburgh versus the Steelers. My man Trevor Lawrence is going to have a field day. 24-32, 292, and 1 TD. And that's the Travis Etienne. Look, I'm open. Hit me with the ball. Touchdown. My man Travis Etienne went berserk on that one with that 56-yard TD from Trevor Lawrence. Fourth quarter, Steelers down 20-10. Pickett slings one up for a prayer with seconds left on the clock, and it's going to be intercepted. There you have it, the final. Jacksonville 20, Pittsburgh 10. I picked Jacksonville to win, and I'm in. Ha, 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 ha. Next game, Philly at the Washington Commanders. I picked Philadelphia to win that game. Jalen Hurts was going to do his thing. Let's check out the highlights, shall we? 2nd and goal, play action pass. I'm sorry, is that a Julio Jones sighting? Julio Jones in the end zone for the Eagles in his first game with the Eagles on a 8-yard TD pass from Jalen Hurts. Next play, the city of brotherly love. About to get into the brotherly shove. It looks like, oh no, it's a fake. Agent Zero gets in around the corner off the brotherly love fake for the score. Hey, Washington, not a bad game, man. Not a bad game. You kept in there. However, Philadelphia wins this game 38-31 in Washington. I picked Philly to win. Next game, my Cowboys in Big D versus the Rams. What did I say last week about Dak Prescott? Let's see this. Dak Prescott is a very, very good game managing quarterback. He does not need to throw the ball more than 40 times a game. When Dak Prescott throws the ball more than 40 times a game, they are 7-15, I believe. Yes, they are 7-15 when Dak Prescott throws the ball more than 40 times. Yes, that's right. So what happens when Dak Prescott throws 30 or less times? Dak Prescott is 28-6 when he throws the ball 30 times or less per game. He is a game manager, but he has a really good arm. So let him do his thing. Don't try to overwork him. Let him do his thing. So let's see what it looks like on the highlights. Dak Prescott is going to come out slinging. And who is he going to go to? 88 Club. My man CeeDee Lamb, who had a game. An 88 Club game. I'm pretty sure Michael Irvin is smiling down on him from the NFL Network headquarters. Dak Prescott, again, from the LA Rams 18-yard line, looking to sling that thing again. He steps up in the pocket and catches. Ooh, he threw a dime. I don't know if that's the Day or what, or the Nene. Okay, give him credit for at least trying to end zone dance. Next play, Dak Prescott throwing from the LA Rams 23-yard line and finds CeeDee Lamb, who just puts the ball down. Hey, I'm going to do my thing. That's right. Like I said, man, when Dak Prescott throws the ball 30 times or less in his career, he is 28-6. Somebody in Dallas, please hear that. Hear that. He doesn't need to throw the ball 40 or more times because he's terrible when he does it. All right, let's move on to the next game. Next game, Minnesota at the Green Bay Packers. I picked Minnesota to win, and Kirk Cousins said, "You like it? You like that?" That's right. Kirk Cousins did his thing. 23 of 31 for 274 yards and 2 TDs. My man's arm was a cannon. Do you hear me? 3rd and goal at the Green Bay 3. Kirk Cousins dropped back to pass, and he finds my man TJ. Hey, did I catch the ball? Was that a touchdown? Yes, that was a touchdown. Kirk Cousins finds Jordan Addison for a 20-yard TD. However, the celebration is going to be short-lived as Kirk Cousins gets brought down here on 3rd down and 19. He tears his Achilles. However, in warrior fashion, he gets up and he walks to the sideline. Minnesota wins 24-10 in Green Bay. We'll be checking on Kirk Cousins. Undoubtedly, he is out for the season. Next game, the Atlanta Falcons are in Tennessee rocking the old school black jerseys, black helmets, while the Titans rock the Houston Oilers powder blue. Looks like, hey, the Atlanta Falcons defense is being hawkish as Will Levis fumbles a snap. They jump on it, and that was on 1st and 10, first possession. Atlanta Falcons gets the ball on that one. Ooh, I thought that was going to be the start of something bad for Tennessee. However, Will Levis finds my man Nick Westbrook-Ikney for a 33-yard touchdown. I can do it. It's so easy. I can throw this from my back. Touchdown. Atlanta Falcons try to get on the board on 3rd and 1 from the Tennessee 12-yard line. Sweep goes to my man behind Robinson. He scoot, and it's a touchdown for the Falcons. However, it wasn't enough to hold off Tennessee. I picked Atlanta to win that game. However, Tennessee wins 28-23. Next game, the Pats at Miami. I picked New England. Hey Siri, what did I say last week about the Patriots beating the Dolphins in Miami? I'm going to pick the New England Patriots to win this game. Why? Because Bill Belichick has not had a season like he's having in many, many, many years, and he is a coach that will batten down the hatches and find a way to win. Okay, scrap that. Miami's still hot. Tua Tagovailoa still hot. However, the Patriots start off getting a little hawkish. Hey, man. Hey, did you lose something? Next possession, Mac Jones tries to get this thing rolling. He rolls out, finds a completed pass, 1st down. Even though they got in field goal range, 0 points was on the board. Next possession for the Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa. He fakes, nice 1st down pass at the New England 32, which sets up the inevitable. Tua in the shotgun, sacked. Ooh, take that with you on the way down, young man. Next possession, Tua says, "Okay, you got me 3rd and 15. Watch this." Tua Tagovailoa gets the shotgun snap. Ooh, it's an interception. Let's see what happens. How does Mac Jones respond? From the Miami 24-yard line, he gets the snap. He looks, he throws, and it is a touchdown. New England on the board first. We're happy. I'm top rocking. Now I'm river dancing. All right, Miami's down 7-0, 2nd to 6. The last 20-something seconds left in the first quarter. Play action pass, and he finds you know who, the cheetah. He's so fast. I'm just going to run to the sideline. I need some water after I run this touchdown. Here we are, 4th and goal, 4th quarter, 8:33 left in the game. Miami is up 24-10. Mac Jones get the snap. He looks to his right. Ooh, is that a Juju Smith-Schuster sighting? Yes, calm down, because Miami still prevailed in that game, making me look not too smart, winning 31-17 over New England in Miami. Next game, New Orleans at the Colts. My man Derek Carr, 19 for 27, 310 yards and 2 TDs. I picked the Saints to win this game. Let's see what happens, shall we? Derek Carr gets a snap on the Indianapolis 18-yard line. He finds who? Alvin Kamara. He's mad because he ain't played the last 4 games and he scores. Next play, my man Taysom Hill. Ooh, look at how he scoots. You don't know whether he's going to pass it or throw it. He's listed as a quarterback, but he got them legs. Taysom Hill, 9 carries, 62 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Hey, can't stop it. Can't stop it. And guess what else you can't stop? You can't stop Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara with the 16-yard TD run. The fake off of the jet sweep. Taysom Hill looks. Could he throw it? He might throw it. He might throw it this time. No, he's going to run it. He's going to get it in close to the 2-yard line, which is going to set up the next play. Watch number 99. Lead block. Taysom Hill gets in for his second rushing touchdown on 1st and goal. Hey, you can't stop the Saints when they have those 2 guys scoring. Taysom Hill and Alvin Kamara combining for 5 touchdowns on the day. New Orleans wins that game in Indianapolis, 38-27. Next game, nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina. That's right, I pick the Carolina Panthers to win, to get a dub on the board for their first win of the season. And guess what they did? They got that dub against the Houston Texans in Carolina. However, it didn't start off too good. Bryce Young, man, woo, does he get sacked? They got him. They meeting at the quarterback from the Carolina, the 2-yard line, almost a safety. However, Carolina was able to get out of that one. Next possession for the Texans. Hey, Carolina Panthers defense, they're getting hawkish too. Carolina Panthers defense stopping the drive for the Texans. Ooh, we took the ball. Look, it was on my fingers. Next possession, Carolina 3rd and goal. Texans up 7-0. Hey, Bryce Young hits Tommy Trumbull for a 1-yard TD pass. Carolina gets the win over the Houston Texans in Carolina. What did I say? Their first win, 15-13. All right, let's move on to our next game. I picked the Seahawks to beat the Cleveland Browns, who still have undoubtedly one of the best defenses in the NFL. However, Geno Smith did his thing, 23 for 37, 254 yards and 2 TDs. Even though he still had the 2 interceptions, he still led the Seahawks to that win. Let's get into the highlights, shall we? 3rd and 4 from the Seahawks. 24, they got to get a first down, and Geno Smith finds Tyler Lockett, who is bowling for first downs. Next play on 1st and 10, handoff. Next play on the handoff to Kenneth Walker, the 3rd, all the way down to the Cleveland Brown 13-yard line, which sets up this Tyler Lockett touchdown pass from Geno Smith. Ooh, did you see the feet? Did you feet? Touchdown. You get a ball. Thank you, Mr. Lockett. 4th quarter, 44 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down and 5. Geno Smith gets a snap on a quick throw to Jackson Smith. Njigba. That's right, I had to say his name right. Njigba. The N's not silent. Let's get it. Seattle wins 24-20 over the Cleveland Browns. Next game, Cincinnati Bengals at the 49ers. Joe Burrow, meet Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy, Joe Burrow. Hey, both quarterbacks had a good game, including Joe Burrow, who went 28 for 32 for 283 yards and 3 TDs. Count them, 3 TDs. Showed up Brock Purdy on this one. Let's get to those highlights, shall we? 3rd and 10 on the Cincinnati 31. Joe Burrow is he's down. Wait, oh, no. Joe Burrow is still up, and he's scrambling. He rolls out to his right, and he finds the 5er for a first down. Moving the chains. San Francisco defense. Next play, 2nd and 6. 8:19 in the first quarter. Joe Burrow. Ooh, he dropped a dime on him. I say he dropped a dime on him to number 83. I love that number. Tyler Boyd. Okay, Brock says it's my turn. 1st and 10. San Francisco from the Cincinnati 25-yard line. He finds, of course, Christian McCaffrey, who had a record-setting day in the NFL. We'll get more to that later. Next play, Brock Purdy steps up into the pocket. He rolls out to the left. He gets the first down as he gives the line judge the behind the back pass. Here you go, boss. Take that. Next play, 1st and goal from Cincinnati 2-yard line. McCaffrey in the end zone, and he ties the NFL record for most consecutive games with a touchdown run. Set by who? Let's look in the history books, shall we? Had to go back in the archives for this one. Lightning Lenny Moore was the only other running back to score at least one touchdown in 17 straight games in an NFL season during the Baltimore Colts 1963-1964 season. Another fun fact, Lightning Lenny Moore started the spat. That's right, if you played and you got your ankles taped outside your shoe, Lightning Lenny Moore started that. Joe Burrow says, enough about you, now it's time for me. And he finds Chase with the black flip. Cincinnati comes into San Fran 31-17. Oh my goodness. Come on, San Francisco, you had one job to do. Next game, we get to travel to the Rockies. That's right, Denver Broncos are hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, I picked Kansas City to win it. Because, I mean, look at the records. What did I say last week? Denver, hey, 6-1 against 2-5. I'm picking Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes is going to have a field day. Well, next, you can definitely throw that out the window as well, because there was, and indeed, a Russell Wilson sighting. That's right, Russell Wilson doing his thing with his legs and his arm extending the play. Javonte Williams just blown up my man to get in the end zone from the pass from Russell Wilson. Yeah, walk that thing off, Tranquil. You got jacked. Ooh-wee. Which way did he go? Next possession, Kansas City 3rd and 13 on their own 41-yard line. I'm thinking Patrick Mahomes, let's get it going. And of course, Patrick Mahomes and Otto didn't let me down, slinging that thing for a first down to move the chains. Next play on the Denver 30, play action pass. Mahomes looking, moving. Scoops out the way and gets the first down with his legs. Uh-oh, Denver. Next play, Kansas City on the Denver. Patrick Mahomes finds Travis Kelce, Otto down on the, looks like the 4-yard line. They're short. Russell Wilson is back. Russell Wilson finding Lil Booty Judy in the end zone. Hey man, don't throw the football at the back thing. You might scare somebody back there. Broncos now up 14-3. All right, so this is where you say, okay, Patrick Mahomes is going to do what Patrick Mahomes does. Oh no, he does not. He throws his first interception of the day, and the Broncos celebrate. Run to the end zone. Run to the end zone, y'all. Run to the end zone. Next possession, 2nd and goal. Russell Wilson gets a snap on the 6-yard line. He looks. Ooh, he scoots. Ooh, he finds. Oh, wee. Beautiful pass. 6-yard CD pass to Cortland Sutton. Patrick Mahomes, can he do it with his feet again? Can he get out of trouble? Can he get to, oh no, he ran into his own man. Just throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Now on 2nd and 22, Patrick Mahomes, rolls out to the right. He just throws up a prayer, and guess what? This is going to be another INT. That's right. Patrick Mahomes, 3 INTs, no touchdowns for the first time in his NFL career, and the Denver Broncos win this game in Denver versus Kansas City, 20-49. Damn it, I was wrong again. Good job, Russell Wilson. Next game, let's go to Arizona for the Battle of the Birds. I picked Baltimore to win this game, and they didn't let me down. So let's get to the highlights, shall we? 2nd and goal from the 4.5-yard line. Lamar Jackson gets a snap. He looks out. Off the. Was that a fadeaway throw? Finds Mark Andrews in the end zone for a 4-yard touchdown pass. Next possession, all tied up. 2nd and goal. Ravens are in striking distance again. Tied up 7-7. Lamar Jackson says, okay, I'm going to give the ball to the Gus Bus. That's right. Gus Edwards, not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns on the day for the Baltimore Ravens. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling into the end zone for the Ravens. Baltimore up 14-7. Next possession for the Ravens in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 4 from the Arizona 7-yard line. The Gus Bus. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling into the end zone. Now Baltimore's up 24-15. 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson gets a snap. Hands off to, he fakes it. Skirt. That's why we got that money. Michael Vick 2.0 gets the first down. 2 plays later, 3rd and 7 on the Arizona 17.5. Lamar Jackson gets the snap, drops back, and he finds, that would have been a touchdown. Odell Beckham Jr. is Levitt. That was pass interference. Throw the flag. So you know what that means. Baltimore gets the ball on the 1-yard line. And guess who they give the ball to? One line judge says, wait, ball's down on the inch line. The other line judge says, no, that's a touchdown. I called it. I saw it. It's a touchdown. The Gus Bus. There you have it. 3 touchdowns on the day for the Baltimore Ravens as they beat Arizona 34-24. All right, now on to our battle of the bottom matchup. Chicago Bears at LA facing the Chargers. I picked the Chargers to win this game. Let's see what happens, shall we? All right, so we know that somebody was going to have to play some defense somewhere, and the Chargers did not disappoint. Joey Bosa with the big sack on 3rd down and 11, giving the Chicago Bears a 3-and-out. Next play, 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert, play action fake, slings it to Justin Eckler. Eckler down the sideline. Hey, cut, go all the way. Touchdown for Justin Eckler. 39-yard TD pass from Justin Herbert. Next possession, Chargers still up. Justin Herbert looks, steps in the pocket. I am not gonna mess this last name up. Sasimi Fahoki. Sleepy ball from Justin Herbert. The Chargers go up 14-0. Next possession, Chargers up 17-7. Herbert steps up, finds Donald Parham on the right hand. Parham Jr. blows up the Chicago Bears defender to get in the end zone. Final score, Chargers 30, Bears 13. And that's going to be it for the recap NFL Sunday picks for Week 8. Coming up next, I'm going to be giving my picks for Week 9. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Now let's get into our office pool picks for Week 9. First game, Miami at Kansas City. Kansas City is the home team in Frankfurt, Germany, playing at Deutsche Bank Stadium at 9 a.m. I got Kansas City. Look, last week, Patrick Mahomes threw 3 interceptions and no touchdowns for the first time in his NFL career. So I'm looking for Mahomes to bounce back. I know Tua's been hot, but I'm looking for Patrick Mahomes to get hotter in Frankfurt, Germany versus the Miami Dolphins. I got Kansas City to win that. Next game, Minnesota Vikings at the Falcons. I know ATL took one on the chin last week against the Titans, losing 28-23. However, I still got these guys to beat Minnesota because Minnesota Vikings is going to have an uphill struggle with Kirk Cousins being out with that Achilles tear. Next game, Chicago at New Orleans. I have the Saints because honestly, I don't know how Chicago is going to stop Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill. Last week they combined for 5 TDs on the day. Chicago couldn't stop the Chargers last week, and I don't see them stopping New Orleans in New Orleans. The next 1 p.m. game is going to be the Rams in Green Bay. Hopefully this week the Packers are going to pick it up. Like I said last week, I was going to pick the Packers, but not that week. But this week I got the Packers at home. I'm looking for them to get on some kind of a roll versus the LA Rams. The Rams came off of that beating that they got in Big D last week. So I'm looking for them to still be recovering from that loss. I got Green Bay this week. Green Bay is 30-9 in the last 5 years at home. Go Pack, go. The next game is going to be the Washington Commanders at New England. I've got Washington. Why? Because they have been fighting. And even though they are 3-5, they have played some impressive ball. Okay, they almost got Philadelphia twice, scoring 31 points on them twice. They're averaging on the season 21 points per game. I have the Commanders. Next game, the Seahawks in Baltimore. Another Battle of the Birds game. Anyway, I know Geno Smith has been playing real well as well, playing lights out, getting these last-minute wins, these final possession wins for the Seahawks. However, I got Michael Vick 2.0 and the Gus Bus, Gus Edwards, who ran for 3 touchdowns last week on the ground, rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. I have the Baltimore Ravens. Anyway, down in Houston, the Texans will be hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think I'm going to go with the Texans this week. Hey, Tampa Bay's been struggling. They're 25th on the offense in the NFL, and Houston is 19th. I'm going to go with the numbers on this one. I have the Houston Texans this week. Okay, the very last 1 p.m. game, Arizona is at the Cleveland Browns. Hey, Cleveland's defense has been playing lights out. They're first in the NFL with 163.7 yards allowed per game. That is the best in the NFL. That defense is stingy, and I don't see Arizona's problems getting any better playing in Cleveland on Sunday. I've got the Cleveland Browns. Go Dog Pound. Coming in at our first 4 o'clock game, the Colts are at Carolina. In Carolina, nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina. Hey, come on, Carolina. Come on, Panthers. Give me 2 wins on the season. Give me 2 wins. I'm going to pick Carolina for that win in Carolina. Hopefully, that'll be their second win of the year. Bryce Young did okay last week, getting his first NFL victory with 22 of 31 for 235 yards and 1 TD. I've got the Panthers. Keep pounding. At the 425 mark, we have the New York Giants at the Raiders in Las Vegas. I got the Raiders because I don't see New York's problems getting any better. I'm looking at the Giants to end this game and be in the stat book at 2-7, and the Raiders being 4-5, 1 game close to being 500. The last 4 o'clock game is going to be a doozy. The Cowboys at Philadelphia. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Dak Prescott? Jalen Hurts? You know I got the Cowboys. I got the Cowboys to come out victorious in Philadelphia. Last week, Dak Prescott still proved me right. Hey, keep him under 40 passes per game. Last week, Dak Prescott, 25-31, 308, and 4 touchdowns with 1 interception. I got the Cowboys winning. Dak Prescott is 8-3 against Philadelphia. Big D for the win. Go Cowboys. The Sunday night primetime game of the week at 8:20. Buffalo is going to be in Cincinnati. I have the Cincinnati Bengals to win that game. I know it's going to be a shootout. Josh Allen versus Joe Burrow. Last week, Joe Burrow said, hey, you know what? Take this, 49ers. Going 28-32 for 283 yards and 3 TDs. I got Joe Burrow. And don't forget, we always play the over-under on the 8 o'clock game for 10 points extra credit. I'm going to take the over, and I got the Cincinnati Bengals coming out on top. That's going to be it for my picks for the Office Pool Sunday NFL Picks of the Week for Week 9. Coming up next, we going DraftKings. Am I getting another challenger this week? I don't know. Maybe so. I don't know. But I'm going to give you my DraftKings Coach T's Picks of the Week. Coming up next. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back. And now it's time for Coach T's DraftKings Picks of the Week. We're going to start off with our Week 8 NFL recap of my picks. And the first game was the NFL $1 million play action. I always play that. I play that every week. Don't look for me to play anything else other than me getting invited to play a head-to-head matchup. The NFL $1 million play action is the best bang for your buck at $3. So let's get into these picks. As you can see, I finally got over 100 points this week with my picks. Last week, I picked my man Tua Tagovailoa, who has been burning up the fantasy points spread all season long, averaging 21.8. He ain't stopping. Last week, Tua bought in 26.8 points, throwing for 324 yards and 3 TDs. My first running back pick was Tony Pollard of the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what is going on with Dallas, why he's not getting the ball. He only got the ball 12 times for 53 yards and 1 reception for 2 yards, only bringing in 6.5 points last week. I'm really shaking my head right now. I needed the Cowboys. Hey, Mike McCarthy, please get Tony Pollard the ball some more. My next cold spot at the running back pick, freezing cold, was B. Robinson Jr. for the Washington Commanders. B got 10 touches for 58 yards and 2 receptions for 20 yards, only bringing in 9.9 points for last week. All right, so for my first receiver pick for this week, I picked DK Metcalf In Seattle Seahawks victory over Cleveland, DK had an okay game, bringing in 11.7 points with 5 receptions for 67 yards. I'm really going to need to pick Tyler Lockett next time. At my next wide receiver, I picked Calvin Ridley from Jacksonville. I don't know why I didn't pick Travis Etienne Jr. I was thinking about it. Anyway, Calvin Ridley did okay. He had 6 receptions, targeted 10 times for 83 yards, bringing in 14.3 points. So I guess he's okay. Still should have picked Travis Etienne Jr. because he balled out last week. My third wide receiver pick, I thought I would see a Juju Smith-Schuster sighting. I did see a Juju Smith-Schuster sighting against the Miami Dolphins. However, he only bought in 7.3 points with that 1 touchdown reception for 3 yards. That was his only reception of the game. All right, for my tight end pick last week, I chose Dallas Goedert. I thought he would have a better game. I thought Jalen Hurts would target him more than 7 times as he's done in previous games. But, hey, nevertheless, Dallas Goedert only had 4 receptions, 36 yards, bringing in 7 points. And at my flex, you know I'm going to choose Brandon Ayuk. The man's a monster. He's back healthy, but Brock Purdy only targeted him 9 times. He only got 5 receptions. However, he had 109 yards, bringing in 18.9 points. Last but not least, my defensive special teams pick was the New England Patriots against the Miami Dolphins. I don't know. I had a feeling. However, you know, they really played stingy. Bill Belichick had those guys. They were flying around the ball. They intercepted Tua Tagovailoa once, caused a couple of turnovers earlier in the game. They really looked good. However, New England's defense and special teams only brought in 5 points last week. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My Coach T's DraftKings picks of the week for NFL Week 8, bringing in only 104 points. Hopefully, hey, I can put something together for Week 9. All right, let's get into Coach T's picks for Week 9, DraftKings picks of the week. At quarterback, of course, I'm going to go with Dak Prescott. Dak averages around 17.1 points a game, but the game that he played last week against the Rams, going 25 for 31 for 304 yards, 4 TDs, and 1 interception. He still brought in the points at 32.1. Dak is my starting quarterback against Philadelphia this week. My first running back is going to be Bijan Robinson for the Atlanta Falcons. He averages around 14.3 points a game. Last week against Tennessee, he only had 11 carries for 62 yards, but he had that touchdown, bringing in 12.2 points last week. Hopefully, he'll be able to get in the books and get me some points. I got my man Bijan for ATL against Minnesota. My next running back pick for the week, you know I had to get Alvin Kamara. Last week, 1 of by air, 2 of by land, 17 rushing attempts for 59 yards, and 4 receptions for 51 yards and a touchdown, bringing in 27 points. I got Alvin Kamara against Chicago, who has yet to stop anybody. All right, at my first wide receiver position this week, I got Michael Pittman Jr. I've been picking him for weeks on and off because he's a good pick. He averages around 15.7 points per game. Last week, he had 8 receptions on 13 targets for 40 yards and a TD, bringing 18 points. So I'm hoping he has a good game this week against Carolina, but not too good because I still want the Panthers to win at home. For my next pick at wide receiver, I got Dobbs at Green Bay. Hopefully, hey, we're going to get something started. Dobbs usually averages around 12.1 points. Hopefully, he'll bring us some points. And hopefully, Green Bay will get that win at home against the Rams. For my next wide receiver, I got the Washington Commanders, Terry McLaurin. Terry normally averages around 13.7 points per game. I'm looking for him to come up with a decent game against New England this week. Last week, McLaurin had 5 receptions on 12 targets for 63 yards and 1 TD, bringing in 17.3 points. My last receiver pick for this week is Romeo Doubs. Hey, Romeo must not die this week. Romeo normally averages around 12.1 points, but I'm hoping that the Pack gets back in this thing. Like I said, the Pack has an astonishing home record for the last 5 years. Hopefully with this slump that they've been in, it'll come to an end, and Romeo Doubs is going to get me some fantasy points. Last week, he got 4 receptions on 9 targets for 18 yards and a touchdown, bringing in 11.8 points. Looking for him to do the same thing this week and add just a little bit more to bring Big Daddy in some points this week. My tight end this week is going to be Cole Kemet for the Chicago Bears. Cole normally brings in about 10.6 points per game. Last week he had 10 receptions with 10 targets, going perfect for 79 yards. No touchdowns, however, he brought in 17.3 points. Hey, Chicago's going to need you. Give me some points. Do well, but don't win, because I need New Orleans to still win that game. Coming in at flex, I'm hoping to see a Mike Thomas sighting in New Orleans this weekend. Mike, I don't know what's been going on. He's only been averaging 11.1 points a game, and he's only getting targeted sometimes like around 7 times. Last week he had 4 receptions, only being targeted 7 times for 68 yards. I'm looking for him to get that rack and the TDs, the tugs like he did last year. Let's see. Hopefully Mike will say, hey, TD, I got you this week, buddy. I'm going to bring you about 23, 24 points. And bringing up the rear for Coach T's DraftKings picks of the week, my defense and special teams, Washington Commanders. You've been scoring a lot, but you've also had some problems stopping the score, only averaging around 5.5. I had to get you because all I had left was $3,200 after my other picks. So I'm going to need you to do better than you did last week when you bought in 2 points against Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's it for TD's DraftKings Picks of the Week, sponsored by DraftKings. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next week. Well, that's my time for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Remember, hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Remember to like us on Facebook and Instagram at @the_office pool. And remember, if you want to play, we only do Sunday games only for the NFL Office Pool Sunday picks. And that's all the Sunday games from 1 p.m. to the primetime game at 8 o'clock on Sunday. It's only $20. You can hit us up on Cash App, or you can hit us up on PayPal. Remember, we're only here to have fun. So, hey, I thank you for joining me again, and God bless.
Hold up. DraftKings, you're telling me that you're boosting same-game parlays? Well, that's big time. Actually, big is big enough. We're going to need a new word. Jumbo-munganous. No, mas tremendous. Gargantuloso. See? The pink duck gets it.
DraftKings stepped up same-game parlays. Boost your winnings up to 100% for our biggest payouts ever.